10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Up.
Mars!
SAG, they pick up the Mars. You know, Mars has been another one of those highly contested heroes. And, you know, we'll see what it's able to accomplish here for SAG, because it certainly looked good for Royal Never Give Up, and I was a big fan of seeing that blink. I'm a big fan of blink Mars when you have that kind of, you know, capability to jump in and make sure that you can land a good arena. And there were a couple of big arenas in that first game.
RNG's turn to bat. Puck. Dire team ban. RNG's turn to ban. Dire team ban.
Need to reconnect to the VMix.
RNG's turn to ban.
But yeah, for all you guys here in a one-sided conversation, Mo's telling me all the things, all the breaks. You know, really killing the game here. He said that they were going to pick the Puck, Queen of Pain, Phoenix, and Mars. He called them all. You guys obviously didn't hear that. Or maybe you did, so who knows.
5 seconds.
But I'm going to get him.
I was basically just saying that Puck's really good against Quap. Like, that's it. Everything else was just waffle. It's fine.
So ban the Viper, ban the AM.
Dire team ban.
Is it, you know, is AM a hero that's worth picking in a first phase? Like, can you pick an AM in the first phase?
I don't think you can. No, there's just like 3 picks left to counter a hero. Like, it's such a big win condition. I think Morphling's a bit different because it's a bit more flexible. AM's like one direction, right?
Not my favorite band.
I was going to say, don't sing any songs, please. Shaker. Okay. It's a pretty good initiation here, which is nice. It seems to be one of their go-to heroes on Sparking Arrow Gaming as well, so I like that. They're willing to just go for it.
And we haven't seen her today. I think, have we seen Earthshaker at all?
I think it got banned against LGD both games, and it got banned against Vici both games as well, I think, actually.
Dire team pick.
So this is the first one today. Oh, Bane. I think this is one of RNG's favourites. Yeah, and they go back for the carry Nature's Prophet, which I think is, well, most likely carry. I think is absolutely fine. Like, they looked really good on this hero before. I just worry that they have really mobile heroes on RNG so far. So, they've banned Clockwork, right? Okay, I was going to say, what kind of offlaner here that lanes up against Nature's Prophet is fine. Maybe like Centaur's okay here. It's a bit weird against Coil and Arena. Underlord could be okay as well, actually. It's a pretty good Underlord game.
Well, we saw that Underlord mid, and that was odd, for sure.
Yeah, because it's good against Nature's Prophet. It's also really good against the Puck as well.
RNG's turn to back.
Dragon Knight.
Oh, they just go for their bread and butter, though, on RNG. Like, they have Phoenix DK now, right? Like, it's super mid-game heavy. Like, they can fight early on now. Early BKB hero, which is really good against Mars, Puck, Earthshaker.
That could be a Flywin DK, or even a Monet DK.
Team ban.
Joe, because they used to pick DK AA a lot. As their
I love that combo.
Which was really cool to see before. I don't think it works anymore now because you don't have the 2 picks though.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first phase is 1-1-1-1, isn't it, in picks? So you can't really like start with a solid
10
opening.
seconds remaining.
I really wish they would go like offlane Ancient Apparition or
5
something, because
seconds
that
remaining.
Ancient Apparition's been banned in like 4 or 5 games, and it just has not been picked yet.
So I assume they're going to probably want to put the DK up against the Nature's Prophet. Obviously, having that extra armor is really helpful against all the treants.
RNG's
Extra HP
turn
regen's
to
good.
ban.
So my read was that they're probably going to pick a carry hero, but I mean, it could be an offlane hero that they're looking for still as well. I think they could, like even Axe or something might be okay. Actually, seems pretty good. Like I think they need
10 seconds
a little bit more go, you know, to just
5
round their lineup
seconds
off
remaining.
nicely. Just have 3 mid-game cores that all want to just fight. But they might just decide to go back and do something a bit more greedy. I mean, like, I'm looking in the pool, maybe like Spectre's okay, but it doesn't feel great. TB feels pretty bad against Puck Shaker
Dire team
and
ban.
Mars.
RNG's
Veno ban.
turn to pick.
Interesting. They banned TA, thinking maybe what, safe lane Quap, off lane DK?
Potentially. Maybe they're just worried because they're probably going to put Puck mid, right?
10 seconds
So they're probably
remaining.
worried about having to lane up that matchup. And then they put the DK
5
safe lane Quap
seconds
off lane.
remaining.
It's still okay. Like but again, it's the same thing. They have 3 cores that all come online at the same time if they have a TA, and they're all
Dire
really
team
strong.
pick.
Admiral Concar.
Oh, fits the bill though, doesn't it?
Yeah, Setsu's really good with this hero too, if he plays it. Him and Flywind are actually both good at it.
Oh, I really like this lineup. I think they have massive damage issues on Sparking Arrow Gaming now because of the boat buff. They're playing against like DK. This Quap's going to be
10
super
seconds
mobile. I don't know
remaining.
if they have enough in their lineup to be able to deal with all the things that RNG have.
5 seconds remaining.
Maybe like I don't know, like a Timber pick takes them by surprise or something. But there's a Phoenix on the team with like Sunray and stuff. There's Quap, there's Kunkka.
You tell me we're actually going to get a Timber in this one?
I very much doubt it.
Because because in the last OGA Dota pit, we got
yeah.
Timber in the final, and he
Picked
lost.
in the final game of the series. Of the
And then he
final.
lost.
That was mental.
Oh, God, after all those bans.
It was very poetic, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's kind of crazy, too, because we were still on 7.26 at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, then we didn't see that hero again.
They need what, like a 5 potentially, unless they play the 5 Mars again with the Prophet, and now they're looking to pick like a 2 or a 3. That's probably what they're going to go for, actually.
The 5
Unless they
Mars?
see a 5 that really makes a difference. Yeah, like
Why not 5 Puck instead?
I think they want to put the Puck mid, but it's against the Kunkka. My guess now is that they'll put the Puck 3 with the Shaker 4. They'll put the Mars 5 and they'll pick a different mid hero here to lane up against the Kunkka. The thing is, Kunkka doesn't have a bad time against anybody, really. Maybe like Viper's annoying or something. It's actually an okay Viper game. That might be really... Oh, it's banned. Oh, okay. Never mind. Maybe like Necro or something could be good as well, but it doesn't feel amazing.
Mid AA. Damn.
You may now select your
TB.
hero.
So that
so they
moves
play-
Nature's Prophet down to a 3.
So who's... They're still playing Mars
5 Mars.
5 with a TB? I don't know about that. I guess if Monet's playing the DK though, then he can't really pressure the TB that hard. It's the way to look at it, but I don't know. I think this is like I think they were struggling to know what to pick last, and they were like, well, we'll just stick to what we're good with. Like, we'll just go for the TB. It's an okay TB game. I don't think it's amazing. Like in the mid, because obviously the mid game, these 3 cores, Quap, DK, Kunkka, all just run at you, and they want to take towers, they want to take buildings. I will say they don't push massively well. Like they're kind of reliant on this DK form to push towers. It's like really go for them. They don't take Roche massively well, so we might see Bane go for a medallion or something. But they have a lot of damage for team fighting.
super on this Bane. I feel like that's a staple hero of his since he's moved in the 5 position. And it's off lane Queen of Pain, safe lane DK, mid Kunkka, and Setsu's so good at that Kunkka.
Well, if he performs better than he did last game on Ember, this one will be over quickly.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. He's so good at this hero.
What is that? What did I just watch? Is that the death animation?
Maybe?
That was awful.
Because he usually, with that Arcana, he does like what? He spins into a ball and explodes?
Prepare for
I
battle.
can't remember. That just looked like he was having a fit. Having a seizure or something. I don't know. Oh, they're actually going to put the... Yeah, I think they're going to put the DK safe lane here and put the Quap up against the... Okay, fair enough. I think these side lane matchups are going to be really important. I think they do want to put this TB up against the DK. I thought that's what they were going to try and do at least.
Mm-hmm.
But TB's just sitting in base at the moment. He's waiting to see what he needs to build, I think, depending on lane matchup. No, he's just AFK in base. Fair enough. This lane's going to be horrible for him against the Queen of Pain. If he has to go there. That doesn't sound fun at all, actually.
30 seconds to battle.
DD's got that emblem. I find it hilarious because it's the new emblem and it looks kind of bugged, but it also looks kind of awesome.
Yeah?
It just looks like the effects are pointy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. I get you.
But it looks very cool, considering the last one looked pretty cool as well. What level is his battle pass? Jesus, 2200.
It's the Orb of Venom Mars, position 5, running at you, by the way. What do you do?
I guess you die as super?
I think he might actually be dead.
Yeah, he's gone. He's dead. First blood for Red Panda.
Dude. I've never doubted him.
No, neither did I.
I don't know how they're supposed to help this TB farm top, though, is my problem. And he's like the big win condition hero. You know, we've talked about how they play before. It's like kind of not 4 protect 1, but like they are all in on their big carry player, right? And I don't know if that's going to work here if the TB has a really rough look.
So we'll see how this goes over the bottom. And, well, you got Monet and Super here against Felix and OP. Up towards top, Fly win with September, Red Panda, and God King, who's got this green TB Arcana. And then mid, of course, DD up against Setsu. Setsu on this Kunkka. And this is one of those heroes that Setsu impressed me with when I first started watching him. And you can already see there, Torrent hits. DD, though, jaunts to the lane. A couple of tower shots eaten by Setsu.
We look at the difference in CS though already, like 7-2 to 2-0. I know who I'd rather be playing. Like I think this Kunkka just does really well against Puck.
Forced to salve, but even you know, even with that, this lane isn't exactly easy. You're gonna lose a bunch of health if you're not too careful. And it does get a phase shift off, so avoids the Tidebringer. But with each passing level, like things get harder.
Yeah, for sure. He's gonna bring out more regen though. Like yeah, he'll be absolutely fine on this Kunkka. You can't do that with level 2 Tidebringer, by the way. Like, just let the range creep get denied like that. Like, because if you Tidebringer with level 2, and then the range creep, you just hit it twice and it dies. So it's just an easy deny for the Puck every single time.
Meanwhile, bottom, see that fissure there, and we'll see how this again works out for Felix Chaba on this Earthshaker. We've seen a lot of Earthshakers in the 4 be the make or break on some fights in the previous days, so I'm interested to see if they give him an open lane, get him to that 6 as quickly as possible at some point.
I will say though, this Earthshaker has taken a lot of the Prophet's XP so far. Like, he's level 2.5 on the Shaker, which normally we see them stay level 1 for quite a while.
Yeah.
I think he's been trying to focus more on trying to steal some last hits and things with the enchant totem. Like, denies, I mean. Like, take them away from the DK. But it just means that this prophet's not level 3 yet, so he wants to wait until the level 2 trees before he spawns anymore.
Picks up the gloves of haste. And there we go. We see Felix start to rotate over. But Queen of Pain up towards top. God King gets a kill. Red Panda, he might drop. He does fall low. Eats a Fairy Fire. Survives September's onslaught. And...
Oh, she actually doesn't have Blink on Corp.
yeah, just Screaming Dagger, sitting level 2.
I mean,
full
it's really
level
good
behind
to, like,
God King.
It's good to harass the TB in lane with, but like when you just die every single time. The Phoenix needs to leave here and let the Quap get the XP. Yeah, well, he is.
Yeah.
Like the Quap really needs levels here, because if not, she's going to really suffer.
Well, yeah, God King's level 4 already. Like, Quap just hit 3. Like, that is quite the difference. It's astonishing how far behind he is.
He's actually taking a
Shadow
second
Strike
dagger as well.
Comes out, but DD over mid, he ends up dropping. And, you know, when you're able to get this kill, again, it opens it up for Setsu. He goes 1-3-1, so he's got 3 into the Tidebringer. And, well, DD not doing too well, and neither is this TV. So Flywin gets a return kill on the God King with the help of September. And that's from a level behind.
Yeah, this is what I thought would start to happen when the Quap starts to get to levels, right? I thought it might come a bit sooner, but apparently not. And the Red Panda might be in trouble now as well. Do they have any Fire Spirits? No, 5 seconds. He might still die. Unsure. There's 2 more ticks. Ah, he eats a Tango that comes on the courier. He's fine.
The seeds of fortune.
Mars, though, you know, always working with his tangos. I wouldn't be surprised if Flywin continues to keep this lane aggressive. I mean, he probably can, considering the fact that God King, for the second game in a row, is forced into the jungle.
Yeah, but I mean, he's playing TB. Like, it doesn't matter, right, that he's forced into the jungle. It's absolutely fine. Like, we saw Ori on the Kunkka. It's just... Like, they farm so fast anyway in the jungle, it doesn't really matter that they have to leave. And it gives the XP to the lane. Like... So when you say forced, is it forced or is it absolutely fine?
I mean, it's kind of forced because you'll see heroes like TB who love to be able to stay in lane.
Yeah, but they can also just farm the jungle really quickly as well. Like, he needs a second point in the Conjure image now. I'm surprised he's taken a point in Reflection. Oh, he's actually gone 3rd point in meta. Okay. I'm not sure about that, if he's going to be jungling like full time, but...
X-Boat, Illusory Orb, and gets the Torrent at least, but not the boat. September comes over, Illusory Orb is on cooldown for 4 more seconds, and he gets the Courier, but, well, he'll die for that Courier.
Gets the Invis Rune as well.
Fills up that bottle.
Just... DD not having a fun time this series,
Radiant structures are fortified.
Not particularly.
Dire structures are fortified.
That's for sure. Red
He misses the whole wave from it as well.
He just loses his courier, so he's got just the mango to work with, no clarities.
Puck's
and D's gonna come top.
1 creep off level 6 on the Puck.
Denied. Doesn't matter. Dream coil in. And with the spear and the snap, that's a good combo. They'll get the kill. Fissure, they're bringing a lot of numbers up here to try and make something happen. DD abandoning over mid, and this has just allowed Kunkka to continue to succeed. And Wrath of Nature, that'll fly through. September maybe just trying to get denied to Roche, does do so successfully.
But, you know, all this time, like, Kunkka's farming in the mid lane. It's a big investment for Puck to go top here, get the kill. But he does get a lot of XP from it. Like, he's able to just farm top lane now while the TV jungles. The problem is Mars isn't level 6 yet with all the XP he took, so... The Singer's going to start heading towards bot now by the looks of it, with the Invis Rune that he picked up. But OP God, well aware. They want to try and pressure the tower though with the DK ult. Unfortunately, it's just not up. It is very low though, this tower.
Setsuo being over here. OP probably dies if they get the X. I don't see how he finds his way out. He is under the tier 2 tower a bit. Fissure hits. They've got the Dragon Tail. He's got 14 armor under the tier 2, so maybe just the positioning where this fight happens is enough to keep him alive.
Puck cancels the TP bot actually. Well, I think they're just going to let the tower go.
Dire's bottom tower.
And they're all of a sudden it's 8 minutes in. They're 2k up already on RNG, right? Like, yeah, this TP's farming okay in the jungle, but this Puck is really struggling. They're going to coil top again. Can they break it with a spear? Yeah. But she's just... Oh, okay. They just had enough mana for the silence, actually, on the Puck. And now, with the rest of the DK form, they can just move mid as well. Start to hit the tier 1 hit.
Spear. And that'll land. They'll get the kill into the Bane.
Leave us.
And kill there for OP. And TB just trying to farm up this Yasha. He's still sitting top of the net worth.
I like that SAG are like actually defending their towers though. They really need to stop RNG from just taking the whole map away from this TB because he needs to be able to feel safe in his jungle when he's farming, right? Otherwise the game gets really difficult for him. September's farming towards this level 6 in the bot lane, same with the Shaker. Both just trying to trade XP here. And I'd be very surprised if with the DK form next on that RNG didn't try and go mid or top here to get the next tier 1. Probably look to try and play around the Quap who has the Sonic Wave as well.
TP from OP to try and control these 10-minute bounty runes. Monet comes over though. Dragon Tail picks up the bounty rune. Now with September here, need to be careful. Wrath used.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This Bane's still level 4, by the way. I hope he has Tome coming on Courier. He really needs it. Yeah, it looks like he does. Like if they can just grip and kill like the TB or the Puck now, I think they're the biggest ones. Because like the Puck's already having a bad time, but if you can kill him one more, like even like again, it just makes him feel so bad. But you know, the TB would always be the biggest kill on the map at all times this game.
So gets that 5, gets that 6, has the Fiend's Grip, has that control.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're starting towards this push towards this top tier 1 here on RNG. They've got the Catspot wave with them. DK kind of wants to play mid to push the tower, but he knows the rest of his team is all showing top, so he's an easy bait and kill mid potentially. Got to be careful.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Setsu going Orchid as well on the Kunkka, by the way.
Super. Arena down, Nightmare.
No.
OP's coming in. Fiend's Grip committed onto this. They'll have the boat to follow it up. And Dream Coil onto 3 heroes, but can they even get the kill here onto the Bane Sonic Wave?
Oh, he sunders?
Sunder. And I believe Felix, yeah, he wants that Echo Slam, so...
Does he have egg? Oh my god.
Onto this Bane, but Supernova's in a good spot. Take away the life of Felix Chalba, and now OP on the run. Wrath of Nature comes in, but OP is going to lose his life. Setsu ends up going down.
He had one, but didn't pop it.
DD. Hard spot to be in, but does get the jaunt into a safe spot.
So the biggest thing there for SAG is that the TB doesn't die, right? Like he was, I think he got down to about 50 HP or something there before he got the Sunder off.
Down to half health. The Illusory Orb over with the Waning Rift. They've got the Silence. Gets up to the high ground and... Red Panda, now Dream Coil once again.
Prophet's coming in as well.
This has been a long-winded fight. They lose Red Panda. Phoenix ends up dead. Bane gets the Nightmare. OP comes through with a Sprout, but here comes the Torrent. They've got some lockdown for this Puck, or really the Nature's Prophet. If they can get either of them, they'd be happy with that. But the Waning Rift, Brain Sap, DD, Phase Shift. One more shot comes in from Flywind to finish off DD.
So the Prophet has Orchid. Oh no, wait, who had Orchid? Was it the Queen of... I thought I heard an Orchid. Am I insane? Maybe it was just something else. I don't know.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
The Kunkka and the Quap are both going Orchid. Okay. There's so many Orchids being built this patch. The sound's just constantly on my mind now, apparently. What a time to be alive.
Orchid Quap.
Radiant's
Orchid
bottom tower
Kunkka.
is under attack.
Orchid Nature.
Radiant's
Oh no, he's actually going
structures
Vessel.
are
Right, okay.
fortified.
Changed his mind.
Orchid TB.
Sure,
kidding.
why not? Why not, actually? I like that he's going Halberd first this game, though. It's a really value Halberd game.
Felix. Shadow Strike hit him.
Radiant's bottom tower
Back
is
behind the
under
tower.
attack.
Was that a coil I heard?
Junko
I think
used,
probably-
yeah.
Radiant's
And it
bottom
snaps
tower
on
has
Setsu, but
fallen.
what do you follow that up with?
Yeah, I heard that one, right? Oh, I think this is a... Yeah, the dagger's down. Can they get him still? Have they got the DK stun? Yeah. I think he's
Dragon
died
Tail?
still here, yeah.
With the Torrent, he's very dead.
But this TB, like, TB's still farming. Like, he's doing fine. He's going to have this SMY real soon. Oh, but
Oh, mid. Fiend's Grip with the Ghost Ship.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Monet with another kill. The thing is, you're going to lose a lot of control of your map if you let them push, and that's what we said that SAG were doing well, was holding these towers.
I think I said Halberd before, by the way, by accident. I've just realised what I said.
Dire's courier
I'm having an
has been
absolute
killed.
nightmare today, by the way.
Well, he's going Sanjinyashi. He's probably going to
Yeah,
get a halberd eventually because, you know, he's done that in the past. He's gotten like Sanjinyashi, then Manta, halberd.
I don't think he will. I think he's more likely to go like Butterfly or something, or Skadi. Because I think he realises that he needs to do damage. Like, yeah, Manta's good, but I don't think it helps him this game. Like, he needs to build like towards a big item that's actually going to make a difference, I think. I mean, it might be Manta, but I just think he has to aim bigger if they want to win the game.
Pink gets spotted, but the Nightmare on OP. Fissure will block out Monet, but doesn't mean you can't get this stun off, and all of a sudden, Super's able to walk away.
I will say, by the way, I really disagree with this DK's talent choice at 10 versus TB. I think the damage reduction against TB is unbelievable. Like, it's really good.
The seeds of fortune.
I mean, like, Mana Regen always feels nice. I get it, but I think like Morph and TB are the two that I would consider it most against. X on the Mars?
Setsu now has the silence.
God.
And that Tidebringer did a lot of damage to all three of those heroes.
I don't know why he didn't torrent there after the X. That was weird. Like, even just Ghost Ship. I think they just kill the Mars there, right?
Can you imagine landing torn onto all three of those heroes? Because they were pretty close to each other. Like, it was
He's
certainly a
actually got,
possibility.
He's got BKB queued up on the TB as well.
So just keep the Sanjinyashi. Not a surprise. You know. It's not an end-all be-all that he has to then dismantle, go to Manta, halberd. But I think BKB allows him to fight a little bit more confidently.
Yeah, it's really difficult for him to fight this game on the TV until he gets BKB. And even then, like, he still misses like a big item, I think, if he goes BKB, but he's kind of forced to. Look at this Bane, by the way. I feel like he might be the casualty. Yeah. They'll just take what they can get.
Yeah, he's the ping with the fish hook. He's the bait. Use everything on him, and then we'll go and get the rest. But Silence, Supernova, no Echo Slam coming in from
They want the
from
TV.
Chauba, and they've caught the TB. They've got the Silence. They'll hit the Sonic Wave. They'll get the kill. Junko comes in a little bit too late, and they found OP. Icarus dive over. Monet continuing forward. Got Dragon Tail, and well, with that, they'll grab a third. And yeah, he was the bait the entire time.
That did not go well. They missed the spear in the arena onto the Bane, and so they just didn't kill him off straight away. And then all of a sudden, like the Mars gets nightmared, and there's a Fiend Whip onto the. I think it was onto the Mars as well, right? I can't remember. But
Well, they did get the Silence onto the
Dire's
Earthshaker, which
middle
would have been
tower is
a
under
pretty
attack.
decent Echo Slam too.
yeah, he does have his blink now though, so at least they have got something to play around, you know, with the Echo Slam on the blink. It's just, is it enough at this point, right? Like, that TB death hurts them massively. It's his first one in, what, like 10 minutes at least? Oh, and he's just TP top and he might die again.
If he dies again, this really does shut down his game. He gets the Sunder off on a Setsu, which is nice, but at the same time, he can't fight with, you know, without the meta. Echo Slam gets connected onto Setsu, DD gets the kill, so at least they've got that. A decent turnaround from SAG, and something that's desperately needed, but these Orchids are really, really hurting them.
Yeah, they needed like one more spell there to be able to kill the TV. They just didn't have enough damage in the tank, unfortunately. DK almost has a BKB of his own, by the way, which is going to be massive. Like, the only physical damage that comes through at the moment is TB, and that's not enough to get through a DK with like 21 armor. So he's kind of able to just stand there and pick his target and just deal damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But it's the same when TB gets his BKB as well.
It's, you know, there's definitely no pushover in this game, but oh god, I say that. I've misspoken. My words are misplaced again.
I mean, he doesn't have Sunder anyway, right? So it doesn't matter if they cancel the grip and stuff there. Like, he's not going to live.
It's more so just about, you know, keeping him alive and having that opportunity to get him to that BKB, because right now it feels like he's not even going to get that far.
I don't know how I feel about Puck going Blink like, as a third item now instead. I feel like he needed to go as either his first or his second. Probably second is like better, but the problem is Puck feels like he needs Orchid to deal. Yules to deal with the Orchids.
They're on the Queen Pain, but there's the stun onto the Earthshaker. He doesn't have Echo Slam. They're onto the backlines. They've got the silence onto the Nature's Prophet. They'll get the kill into Felix Chalba, Supernova behind the tower, and no way to stop it. I think DD gets stunned by this. If he jaunts, it's the timing had to be perfect. He had to get the phase shift as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Phoenix has Nether Shield, by the way, as well, which is really good this game. Well, I mean, it's always good on Phoenix, but like all this magic resistance helps massively against like the Puck, the Shaker, the Mars. He does have no armor, which is a bit of a worry, but he can deal with it. Oh, there you go. He's actually really farmed on September. Almost the same net worth as the Puck. And all of a sudden it goes from like a 6k advantage to a 10k net worth advantage. Like they take off a couple of heroes, get the tower, and they're going to be looking towards Roche now, I imagine. Maybe they feel like they need the Kunkka BKB as well or something. I don't know, but just to be safe. Because there's going to be a really small window here for RNG when Kunkka has the BKB and the Terrorblade doesn't. So if they can take a fight in that window... Well, unless TB farms at the speed of light, which he potentially could.
I don't know, BKB's there and he's...
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
1,200 gold behind.
Yeah, like this might be a problem. If they can find this really small window here... I don't see how they lose the fight. He's got AC queued up on Kunkka next as well, which I really like. They need an item that helps deal with the TV, and he needs armor as well, so makes sense.
$10,000 net worth
Radiant's
lead for
middle tower
RNG.
is under attack.
Yeah, this is the smoke that I'm talking about. TB needs to get his BKB like now, but he's still 700 gold off. And if he gets picked off like just before the BKB now, that's Roche as well. He has to be so careful here, and I just worry for him.
Yeah, he's got to play super conservative at the moment. Cannot get caught out.
They find him.
Oh gosh, cannot and will not are two different things. He can't even get the Sunder off. He can't even survive, and now OP. He might be dead next. The Fisher's okay from Felix, but
can he has grip here. Like, the Super really wants to find somebody else. Can he get the Puck? No, he doesn't see him. Why does September have a Shivas? Jesus.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
God, yeah. He's got a massive amount of farm for a Phoenix in the 4.
Is DK,
And now
You go first. It's fine.
You know, now he's pushed back from that BKB, 600 gold needed on it. And it doesn't feel like he's going to get an opportunity to really farm from this point on outside the base because they're pushing in top and mid. Arena comes through. Yeah, they'll get the kill there onto Super. He doesn't actually get the credit for it. It's Red Panda who gets the kill. But still, like, God King, he's right here, and this is a bit forward considering now you don't have these outer towers. Like, it's not as safe as it was just a moment ago.
It's a Bane kill, though, right? And they popped Arena. It's like, they'll take what they can get, but it's not really huge value, is it?
And they'll just find a return on the 5 Mars.
Kill for a kill.
Radiant's middle tower
For an
is
eye.
under attack.
Makes the whole world blind. Except for one guy.
Yeah.
It's to keep one eye. That's a good movie, 7 Psychopaths.
I wish I could tell you I'd seen that.
Watch some
Queen of
movies,
Pain.
man.
Sorry?
Now he's got... I said watch some movies, man. He gets his BKB on the Queen of Pain, but now God King finally has his. And the problem is, like, this is the item he needed a little while ago.
Yeah.
Not now. He needed this like 5 minutes ago.
TB has BKB now, though, by the way. So,
Yeah.
oh my god, if they catch the grip on him here, this is awful.
Shiva's BKB. Can God King even... I mean, he doesn't have meta. Like, this first BKB is being used, but it's not really turning into much. Sunder to survive, but Flywind goes in, looks over at OP. You see with the Shadow Strike. Silence into a couple. Echo Stab's nice from Felix Chow, but if the Fiend's Grip is there, they'll get the kill on the God King. They'll take out Flywind. It's just not enough from SAG. It was a decent positioning from Felix, just not enough, and eventually he'll
He's dying to the
lose his
dragon
life.
damage, I think. Yeah.
Dire's
Actually,
bottom
they're
tower
lacking
is
that
under
punch, aren't they? Like, I think DD just had a really rough start to the game, and again, it feels like last time when he played the Lina, like, this hero needs to snowball if it's going to be played mid, and he just hasn't been able to do that.
Yeah, I was saying that BKB was needed for the
Dire's
TB
bottom
a while
tower is
ago.
under attack.
Yeah.
Getting it at this point, you're just
Radiant
too far
structures
behind.
are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's unfortunate.
Like, this Shaker Mars combo, I don't really understand as a support duo. It's just, I think it's just slightly too
Radiant's
greedy,
middle
right?
tower
Like,
has been denied.
They're chasing out for this. I'm a bit shocked. OP, I don't know what you're looking for in that scenario. But not a scenario you want to be in. And now Metamorphosis gets popped, but he doesn't get the BKB off yet. And he's still
just not
yet
doing
to pop
damage.
it. Finally, he does it, and he's going to want to sunder something, but maybe
Everyone's
he can
BKB.
find
Radiant's
someone.
top tower is under attack.
BKB, the timing is out. It's
silence.
silenced. Oh, never gets a Sunder off. He's dead again. 50 seconds gone. Fissure hits on a Flywind as well as Monet, but they're going to start cleaning up the rest. Down goes Red Panda. OP's next. He'll burn out. Felix Chalba stunned up, killed off. Gone is 4.
Radiant's top tower is
And
under attack.
there's the GG. Yeah, that's enough of that. RNG. They will put SAG down to 0-2, and they'll get their
Radiant's
first victory of the
top
group
tower
stage.
has fallen.
that's really disappointing for SAG, though. It puts so much pressure on them in their last series, which I think is it against IG? Or is it against...
Yeah.
I can't remember. But yeah, like, they've not really showed up so far this tournament, which is a real shame. Like, coming into this is the one we were watching out for after their, grand final 3-0 victory, and it's just not transitioned across, unfortunately. Like,
Yeah.
To be honest, it's been a sad day of casting overall. We've just had
Some
6
exciting
games.
things like eHome being successful, but like, I don't mind 3 games. We want to see close games. There's a couple blowouts here that's just like, especially coming off a